take role between outgoing and incoming officers, which includes jointly interviewing all detainees to confirm their status, address grievances, and ensure continuity of care and accountability. Enhanced collaboration with the oversight agencies such as the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, the National Police Commission on Human Rights, the KNCHR, and the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, to monitor compliance and investigate abuse. Joint review of National Police Service systems and operations with EACC to identify and seal corruption loopholes within custody and detention processes. Strengthening of internal monitoring and data collection on custodial deaths, injuries or abuses to inform police intervention, improve oversight on potential complaints and reporting mechanism at station level, including use of toll-free numbers and complaint boxes accessible to detainees and the public. Advocacy for increased budgetary allocation to improve custody facilities and expand technology based on monitoring system. Continuous engagement with the Parliament and other stakeholders to push for legal and policy reforms that enhance detainees' protection, public awareness campaigns, community policing forums, and stakeholder dialogue sessions to build public trust and promote transparency. The strategies and measures put in place or being developed to prevent occurrence of custodial deaths and safeguard the rights. Measures put in place, Honorable Chairman and members, is that regular and documented visits to holding cells by officer commanding station, that's the OCS, and duty officers to inspect detainees' conditions, verify custody records, and identify any welfare concerns. Strict enforcement of 24-hour rule on presentation of suspects before a court as required under Article 49 of the Constitution. Designation of custody officers and duty officers responsible for the welfare and safety of detainees while in police custody. Disciplinary and criminal sanctions for misconduct of officers implicated in custodial deaths or excessive use of force. Gender-sensitive and child-friendly custody arrangements, including separate holding areas for women, men, and children, and deployment of female officers for handling cases involving women and vulnerable detainees. Regular inspection and visits of police cells to access hygiene, overcrowding, ventilation, light, and general safety conditions. Investment in and first installation of closed-circuit television, that CCTV cameras in key areas within police stations, including holding areas, report offices, and interrogation rooms to deter misconduct and aid in preservation of evidence. Honorable Chair, mandatory indication of physical and mental status of suspects prior to booking into cells with any sign of injury or illness noted in the occurrence book and followed up with prompt medical attention. Other measures, Honorable Chair, strengthening of internal accountability mechanism. Establishment of internal oversight units such as Internal Affairs Unit to investigate complaints against police officers. Mandatory reporting of all deaths or injuries occurring in police custody to IPOA and other oversight bodies. Routine visits and inspection of police cells and detention facilities to ensure compliance with detention standards. capacity building and human rights training, integration of human rights education, ethics and use of force protocols in police training curricula, regular sensitization workshops on the rights of the arrested persons, especially vulnerable groups such as juvenile, women, and persons with disability, training officers on non-coercive investigation techniques and alternative to custodial detentions, policy and legal reforms, enforcement of the National Police Service Act and adherence to 6th Schedule on the treatment of detained persons. Honorable Chair, lastly is the enhanced collaboration with oversight and civil society bodies, strengthening partnership with the Independent Oversight Authority, Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, and other stakeholders, prompt cooperation with external investigations into custodial deaths and complaints of abuse. Lastly, Honorable Chair and members, engagement in public forums and awareness campaign to build trust and transparency. Honorable Chair, I submit.